One of the challenges we face when we're starting something physical and new is sustainability. When we go into a new sport, when we go into martial arts, when we go into weightlifting, we want to follow a plan that looks sexy, that promises us this great result. But if we don't have a foundation of strength and mobility and quality of movement, we continue to hurt ourselves, and we use that hurt to justify why we shouldn't be doing this thing. What we've done is disqualify ourselves from really figuring out if that thing is for us based on the way we approach it. So when I was starting jiu-jitsu, I was getting these micro injuries, and it was really frustrating because I would go for 3 days and then I'd be out for 2 days, and then I'd go in and I'd go 2 days in a week, but then I'd be out for a week, and then it was 2 days, and then I was out for a week, and then it was 1 day and I was out for a week. And I remember, feeling like this wasn't for me. I'm not meant to do this. I'm just beating up my body. And is it really worth it? I'm a father. I have goals and aspirations. And if I'm constantly hurt, then how can this thing that I thought was good for me be good for me? So I'd ask myself a question. Do I quit? Yes. That feels really good. I feel this initial relief when I quit. And if you say that you give yourself permission to quit, you're going to feel that same relief. But then you have to ask yourself, how long is that relief going to last? And if that answer is a week, a month, then maybe relook at the thing. So when I relooked at jiu-jitsu, well, I did want to go because I enjoyed it and I wanted to keep going, and I had goals, and I found a connection. I found a community. So I had to figure out what it was that was preventing me from going as often as I wanted to. And what I learned was I was going way too hard. I was going so hard that I was hurting myself because I was fighting instead of learning. I was fighting instead of flowing. I was fighting to be great when I needed to just understand. And I was putting myself in a position where I would never succeed because I was always micro injured, so I could never perform. I was always in pain, so I could never be functional. And somehow I thought I was doing the right thing, and that somehow I just needed to push harder so that I could overcome and my body would adapt. But in reality, I learned that for me to succeed in this sport and to have longevity, I had to slow down. I had to understand that holding on to a position for so long when there's no real reason to is just hurting me, and I have to let go. So gripping and letting go are two things that I've learned in jiu-jitsu. How do you hold on to a position? How do you hold on tight, but then know it's time to let go, because the longer you hold on to this thing, the more you're just going to get injured. So rest, reflect, discover what it is you need to do to create sustainability, to create longevity in this thing that you care about. Don't push so hard that you've given yourself another excuse, another reason why physical activity is not for you.